everybody. My name is Tyler, and today we're going to be going over how to change the oil in your car. Let's get started. A quick overview. So for the introduction, like I said, my name is Tyler, and I've been working on cars for over 15 years now. To some people that doesn't seem like a very long time. To me it seems extremely long, and I would say that I have some experience in the field. So some of the sources I'm going to be using today for my information come from Mobil 1 Oils and Penn's Oil, and obviously, like I said, my own experience. So we're going to be going over choosing your oil, removing old oil and oil filter, installing new oil and oil filter, and then disposing of the old oil correctly. A lot of people do not do that. And then in the end, we're going to summarize everything we talked about just to encompass everything so everybody understands. So the first task you're going to do is choosing the new oil. I know this seems overwhelming when you're looking down that aisle in Walmart and there seems to be like 10,000 types of oil. It's really not that difficult. So your car only takes a specific type of oil, such as 0W20 like this, and you're just going to find that information in your owner's manual or online. And let's be honest, everybody's just going to look it up online because that's what we all do these days, and that's what I do every single time I change the oil in my cars anyways. So once you find that information, you're going to choose an oil that you like. This is not a difficult task. I specifically buy Penn's Oil, but any one of them really are going to do the job today because they all have to go through the International Lubrication Specification Advisory Committee test, also known as the ILSAC. And each one of these bottles is going to have a stamp on the back that says it's certified through them to make sure that it is safe to use on your car. So just find a brand that you like and you want to use and go with that. Next step is going to be removing the old oil. So the first step you're going to do is remove the oil fill cap. This one's even got the correct weight and has identified on it so you can't mess it up. And then you're going to lift the car up. You'll more than likely do this one of two ways. If you don't have an actual car lift, you're going to be using a jack with jack stands such as this one. So you'll just jack the car up and then set it to a specific height, and then it locks in place. Or you're going to be driving the car up using ramps. This is the easier method if you don't have to take any wheels off or anything. And when you get it up on one of those two options, you're just going to check for security and make sure that the car is not moving back and forth and it's safe to crawl under. So once that safety has been established, you're going to remove the old drain plug using a specific socket size or wrench size for that bolt. And then you're going to remove the old oil filter. And while the oil is draining, it's going to be draining into a specified container that you're going to use later. Next step is going to be installing new oil. So now that we've taken that drain plug out and all the oils come out, you're going to reinstall the drain plug with that same socket that you took it out with and install the new filter. Make sure the filter goes in hand tight. A lot of people don't do this and they over tighten it or don't tighten it enough, and that causes a lot of problems. After those two things have been installed, you can pour the new oil into your engine. Like I said, that information is available to you online and in the owner's manual of how much and what specific oil you're going to use. And you can check the oil level using the dipstick. Usually in the engine bay is a yellow handle, such as this one here, so you know exactly where to find it. Next, once you verify the amount of oil in the engine, you're going to check and make sure that the oil filler cap is installed back on the correct place. That should button up everything under the hood and you'll just close the hood. Next, you're going to dispose of the old oil. Auto parts stores take old oil and filter free of charge. A lot of people, I'm assuming, don't know this because they don't usually dispose of the old oil and oil filter correctly. They usually just throw it in the trash or use it as weed killer that's not safe to use. You'd much rather take it to one of these places. They put it in the back in a specific container meant for this, and they can recycle or reuse that oil. A lot of people use this old used oil to heat their garages or warehouses with heaters built specifically to burn this stuff. So you disposing of your oil properly really helps other people. In conclusion, we went over the basics of an oil change for your vehicle, and this extends the life of your vehicle that you use every day, like myself, and you want it to work, and we want to keep it working for as long as possible, because in the end that saves us money. So choosing the oil, like I said, seems daunting. It's really not. Removing the old oil in the oil filter, installing the new oil in the oil filter, installing, and then disposing of the old oil correctly. Any questions? You can throw them in the comments below and let me know, and I'll try and get back to you. Thanks for your time.